Now today I'm gonna show you guys a okay, for one, freaking conspiracy theories. Superbox S2 Pro. This is new, and I mean new before anybody starts bashing on any of it, because I know the older one, they were just like, man, outdated this, outdated everything. Look, we're gonna go ahead, unbox it. We're going to find out what the specs are. And you guys know I don't like to read no scripts from nobody. I pull in my own apps and we try to find out what's in this guy. So with all that being said, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and let's jump straight into this. I know I'm very excited, and I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering what is going on. So the Superbox, this is the S2 Pro, brand spanking new. So here we go. One of the things here, it features on the side, and again, like I always have to read the box. So H.265 OTA, supports 6K, 2 gigs of RAM, dual band Wi-Fi. So it's got the MIMO. So again, let's check it out. The box, I would say right now, is good. The box quality is great. But of course, this is what you are curious about. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Like, just looking at this thing already, I'm like, this packaging is different. And whoa this is all right. Look at this thing. This thing is this is a box. This is something way different. Let's go ahead and open up the rest of this stuff and let's get right into this, guys. So here we go. Yeah, look at this thing. So first off is you do get the S2 Pro, and it does come with a couple of disclaimers, a couple stuff right there. Great stuff right there to check out. Power supply, it does not feel cheap and it does not feel premium. So this just feels like a standard power supply cable. It doesn't feel crazy, so hopefully everything works great once I plug it in, as it should. Here is your HDMI cable. As always, we always tell people to buy something better, because you never know if you're just going to get a basic cable, and if the cable works fine, great. Then, if you're happy with it, you're happy with it. Now the remote, first off, is the remote feels very good in the hands. I'm actually very impressed. I'm going to leave the plastic on here, but I'm actually very impressed with this remote. Let's go ahead and look at this other view here. Check this out. You got your setup TV, you got your inputs or your volumes, audio, 16.9, your zoom in, full screen, you got your Dolby, your play, your pause. Everything is on here that you need. The only thing that was missing in the back would have been a keyboard, but this is a full-fledged remote. Now the remote does feel a little bit light. Doesn't feel premium, doesn't feel budget. It just feels like a good remote. I like how they did add their logo there at the bottom. No batteries, so you do need two AAA batteries. So we will be using our own batteries here. And of course, once you do add your own batteries, then the remote does feel a little bit heavier. Not too heavy though. So here is the box. Look at this thing. This is nice. And I mean, this is very nice. This box feels premium. It doesn't feel budget. It doesn't feel cheap. It looks premium too. You got plenty of air pockets at the bottom. Some air pockets here on the side. It looks like you're gonna have some kind of clock here. On this side, you got one 3.0, one 2.0, and a TF card slot. So that TF card slot is the way to go. And of course, there is your restore. You put a little pin in there, you could restore the whole thing. In the back, you get DC, you get your IR, you get your AV, HDMI, your landline, and your optical. So with the IR, I don't see a cable here anywhere for an IR extender. So kind of interested why that would even be there. It's kind of like, hey, let's just throw it on there and not worry about it. But there's no IR cable inside the box. So if anybody's wondering, there is no cable inside the for the IR. Okay, now moment of truth. I just threw the cables on real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in here. So there is your DC right there. So power is on. There's a little light. I'm gonna plug in the HDMI cable there, and cool. So it looks like the light turned on. Okay, so cool. It's got a clock. I'm a nerd for clocks, so it looks like it's doing something. Superbox. There it is. And let's go ahead and turn on the other camera too, so you can see exactly what it's doing. Cool. So here we go. It's got a, the clock is working. Okay, cool. It's got a little launcher. So you got your clock. It's got a play. You have an alarm. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. It shows a little picture of an alarm. So disclaimer, thank you for choosing Superbox. Is an empty and an open entertainment device due to the nature of the device. We're not in any way responsible for the content streamed or viewed by any user. So they have their own little disclaimer. So just going to use the remote here. Just hit agree and then set up your Wi-Fi. Once you do, just hit next. It's going to say connected once you do that. Now here, set your screen. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off my things here. So it says hit the plus sign to fill the screen up. So there we go. That's full screen, 100%. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit finish. And boom, there it is. The infamous Superbox menu. So there you go. Model S2, date, time. It's got all that stuff in there. It's got, some people don't like that giant advertisement there on the side here. It's I guess with like Amazon and Fire Sticks, you have a little bit strategic where they have that banner. Here it just says Superbox, enjoy smart life, easy to use. It does take some of the home screen. I do wish they would take it down. Like, you don't really need it. So let's go ahead and look at the specs. Let's look at the specs here, because I know that's what we're looking for. So as always, you guys know I like AIDA64. AIDA64 gives you everything that you need to know. Now, the device I think is advertised as 16 gigs of internal memory, and you're left with 10 gigs of memory to play with. Now, you also have 2 gigs of RAM, so it's not that bad. Now, the brand, it shows Allwinner, and as we know, Allwinner is actually a very, very good brand. Allwinner has produced some really, really, really good devices, so they're using Allwinner right now. You got your Bluetooth version 4. Now, when it comes to the CPU, it is running a quad-core ARM Cortex A53, and the model on this thing is the Allwinner H6. So it looks like Superbox might be going through Allwinner to get some of their devices there. So 1920 by 1080 is going to be the specs that this thing is pulling with that HDMI cable. So they're giving you a good cable. GPU is a Mali T720. Now, when it does come to Android, here it is, Android 9. And the device is rooted. So far, I'm playing with this thing, and it works actually very good. Like, everything works really, really good. Remote's good and everything. So, codecs, moment of truth. What do they have here to claim? It does say on the box, it does say H.265. So, H.265. So, let's go ahead and see if they got it. And, of course, MPEG-4, AVC. It says the MPEG-4 and AVC should be present too. So for audio, you got your MP4, 3GPP, you got AMR, FLAC, ALLA, MLA, MPEG, Opus, RAW, Vorbis. All of that stuff is going to give you your raw audio, so that way you can get the full surround sound. Now, it does have the AVC. I do see H.264 and I do see H.263 and I do see MPEG-4. I see VP8, VP9. The only one missing is H.265. Now, with the box itself, I know I'm pretty sure here it's gonna say H.265, MPEG-4, which we saw that, and AVC, which we saw that too. But there is a codex that says H.265, and it's saying here with those two you'll get the 265. But I don't see the actual codecs on its own. Now, they do have the Allwinner decoder, a couple of the Allwinner decoders, which is going to be really, really good. It does play some of that stuff. The only thing I'm really missing on this thing, the box says H.265. I want to see H.265. I've seen some Android devices that do have H.265 and it's not easy to get. So stay tuned to the next video. I'm going to show you guys how to keep your box updated, everything that comes within the box itself. So we're going to go through all those specs and we're going to see exactly what it is that you get. Now, the other thing keep in mind is they're giving you guys, I think, a 1-year warranty on this thing. So if you guys need anything for the 1 year, they'll be able to hook you guys up pretty good. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stay tuned to the next one. We got some really, really good stuff here for you guys. And yeah, take care of each other. See you guys soon.